Okay, so now that the batch is completely scheduled and ready to go, what's the next step? Where do we
It
go?
goes out on the floor for the compounders to complete it.
Perfect. Let's go on a tour of production.
So we do anywhere between 265 to 320 batches daily.
So 300 batches, that's a lot of fragrances, 300 batches.
So the batch we're going to be completing today is called Christmas Cookie. This is Ja'Cory Jackson.
Nice to meet you.
September Employee of the Month. And
Very
he's gonna
nice.
be going through the batching process with you.
So, never done it before. I got a pot. I got a piece of paper here. Like, how do you even begin? Like, what's the first ingredient that you put into this?
First, you put your crystal. I always start with my crystal first.
Okay, so you got ethyl maltol, ethyl vanillin, and vanillin. So those are all crystals, powders that smell like sugar.
So first, I take this right here, Valin. So I pour this in here,
So is there a range, or do you have to be like precise?
precise. There we go.
Okay.
You're done with that, top it back up, put it back. Now you go to your next pour. And my next biggest pour for crystal is ethyl maltol. You need 1.5. Make sure you always double check so you don't forget. Top it back up, make sure it's on that good, put it back. Okay, my next crystal is ethyl vanillin, right here. For this one, we need 0.325.
Perfect.
What I like to do is, instead of having to mesh up like that, I shake it to level everything out so it look flatter. So now I go to my solvent. It will be this can right here, and we need 18 pounds. And the last one is Herculoid.
Now, I know you guys can't smell this, but this thing smells like a sugar cookie. Nice.
So then your last step, or you can just go ahead and pour this in.
And that's the cup from the robotics room,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay. So that's all the micro, small pours. You just add that at the end.
Yes, sir.
So what happens next?
Take it, and you bring it straight to pack off.
So these are heaters that they use to heat the batch and dissolve. And if it's got certain materials, we have to use mixers.
Yes, sir.
All right, so this is a finished batch that you've completed. And now this goes to the pack off. And what is your name?
Nicholas.
I'm Josh.
Josh. Yes, sir.
Perfect. So, okay, so Nicholas, now what do you do with the process moving forward?
I'd put it on the heat plate. I just let it sit there, warm up, cook, and then I'd get the drill and mix it.
So what you're looking for is all these white crystals to disappear.
Yes,
and
sir.
then it to actually be pale yellow.
So once it's clear, I'd get the drill, stir it up, and then it's ready to move to my area where I'll sample it, find a label, and pack it off.
Okay, so now it's just a waiting game of when that dissolves.
Yes, sir.
So how many batches do you guys normally have going at any given time?
I try to keep a steady 50 plus on an 8-hour shift.
So you guys do anything from small batch up to 10,000 pound
Yes, sir.
batches. How do you dissolve the powders on a 10,000 pound tank?
And those we have a very big mixer. So
Okay, so it's just mixing the batch.
it's just mixing, and same here, as soon as it's cleared up, we take
Yep.
a sample, wait on QC to approve it. Once it's approved, we're ready to rock and roll. Start it small. And as I'm mixing it, it just helps break up the crystal. So I just stir it a good maybe 10 seconds to mix it, just let it clear up. And then as I mix it, all the crystal tend to kind of accumulate in the middle.
Yep.
So what I'll do with the same drill, I'll just kind of shake it apart, get them as flat as can be. That way the heat plate's dissolving every bit and not just a concentrated middle.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like half the powders are already gone, and that
Oh,
was
yes,
only
sir.
a couple of minutes.
Yes,
that
sir.
actually goes pretty fast.
3 to 10 pounds, they tend to cook a lot faster as opposed as to 25 and upwards. But now, as this one, as you can see, it's all cleared up, ready to go. So
Yep.
from here on now, what I do is I pick the batch up and take it to my station. So over here, I would just give it one last mix, quick 10 to 15 seconds.
So what is the bottle for?
This is for QC, so they could test it, make sure all the numbers smells correct, so the customer gets exactly what they're wanting.
So we keep a retain of all the things that we make, and then we do testing in that little office over there.
Yes, sir, in our QC office.
Nice.
So I would put this right here for QC to come and grab. I'm good to go, find my label. So here in this whiteboard is where we have our labels. So this one is 4239, which is right here. And then here, again, tells me a 5-gallon plastic red, 1x25. So I know it's this one right here. And now it's the pack off process. Try to get this. straight as can be. No air bubbles. And now I get me a clean screen, a clean funnel, and now we pour up. Caps and all. And then this batch is good to go.
Finished product.
Finished product.
So then that gets staged and then that goes over to the shipping area.
Yes.
Perfect. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.